Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in the last video you saw how to use the PostgreSQL database and how to create a database and create tables and insert data into the tables. And in this video we are going to see how to migrate data from PostgreSQL table to the SQL Server database table using SSIS. So we have a workdb database here. Go to the schemas and tables. So we have one table person and which currently have around 3 records in it. So we will be moving data from this particular table to a SQL Server database. So I use SQL Server 2014 installed on my machine, and there is a testing database. And in this particular database, there are right now 3 tables. So we will be creating a new table, and we will be inserting data into that particular table from the PostgreSQL database. So this is the SQL Server Data Tools 2015, and we will be using this tool to create the SSIS package. And as you know, we are dealing with the data, so we will be using the data flow task to move data from PostgreSQL database to the SQL Server. So let's see. So go to the SSIS toolbox, drag and drop data flow task into the control flow window, double click data flow task to configure it. As we are going to read the data from the PostgreSQL, so we will be using the OLEDB source to read the data. Just drag and drop OLEDB source into the data flow task, double click OLEDB source, and then now we need to make a connection to the PostgreSQL. Okay, so before making connection to the PostgreSQL, you need to, we will be using the OLEDB drivers for reading data from the PostgreSQL. So first you need to install the OLEDB driver for PostgreSQL. Okay, so go to this site and click download, and from here just click on the OLEDB products for Postgre, and download this particular file. Okay, so I already downloaded and installed this on my machine, so I'm not going to download this. So it's very straightforward. Just double click and install this. So once you will install this particular file, so then you can see the OLEDB provider in the source connection. So just click new and click new to create a new connection, and from the providers choose the IntelliSoft OLEDB provider for PostgreSQL. Click OK, and here in the server file name choose the localhost, as our PostgreSQL is on our local machine, and under a specific username and password, the username is postgres, and I'm going to type my password here. In the initial catalog, choose the workdb, as our table is inside the workdb, this database, and then click test connection to make sure that the connection is successful. This connection succeeded. Click OK. Okay, so now we have made a connection to the PostgreSQL, and from the tabular view choose the person table. You can also view data here. There were 3 records in the table. Click close, navigate to columns. So there are 4 columns here. Click OK. So now we have successfully configured our OLEDB source for to read data from PostgreSQL data server, and now drag and drop the OLEDB destination, which can write data into the SQL Server database. Double click OLEDB destination and create a new connection to the SQL Server. My server name is Ahmed and the database name is testing. Successfully click OK. Okay. From the tabular view, choose fast load, which can enable the bulk insert, and click new to create a new table. So my table name can be person. Okay, click OK. Navigate to mappings. So we have the columns from source have been mapped with the destination. Click OK, and now you can run the SSIS package. This should load data from PostgreSQL database to the SQL Server database. Okay, so this has successfully moved the data from the PostgreSQL to the SQL Server database. To verify data in the SQL Server, go to Management Studio and expand the databases, and from the databases expand the tables. So you will see a person table there. So read data from the person table. So you will notice that the data has been successfully migrated from PostgreSQL database to the SQL Server database. So thanks guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button and do subscribe to our channel to see more videos on SSIS. Thank you.